All right, fashion dolls, time for the second interview of the day. Our next special guest is a fresh new face, and he's an actor. And I'm super excited to have him here in the dollhouse. Joining me for our second interview today, fashion dolls, Dante Fambro. All right, so we just got through with our interview with Lion Set. That one is up, so make sure you guys go and check that out. Let me share this live so that we can get everybody in here. All right, you guys, are you guys excited? Make sure that you guys share the live. And our very special guest is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Dante Fambro. Oh,
Hey, how you
welcome.
doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. Nervous, but I'm good.
Don't be nervous, my love. We're going to have a great time. So before we kick off this interview, how has 2022 been for you so far? We're now about to go into 2023, year 2023, closing out the year of 2022, going into a whole new year. So if you could sum up 2022 in one word, what word would you use?
Roller coaster.
I agree. I agree. And I said that yesterday to one of my guests. It's been so many passings, so many things that has been happening. It's just like you don't know whether you're coming or going. So
You don't?
absolutely.
No.
I agree 100%. All right. So let's get right into it. So you're from Decatur, Georgia, am I correct?
That's correct. Born and
All right.
raised.
All right. So how many brothers and sisters?
I have one sister and one brother. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So tell us about it. What made you get the acting bug? At what age did you discover, okay, this is what I want to do? Because I've seen you on projects such as Following the Wrong Rainbow and Alex, which
hmm
we'll get into about this interview. So tell us, at what age did you discover that this is my passion? This is what I want to do. This is where I want to be at in my life.
I would have to say around 15 to 16, 10th, 11th grade. That was my first time taking acting classes. Um, So we all know, like in high school, you pick your electives, like the extra classes outside of the main course classes. And I thought that was something easy because I'm funny, and I was like, oh, this would be easy to act a fool for an hour and make an easy A. And I just genuinely fell in love with it, like immensely and immediately. So ever since then, I was like, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, okay. So who is some of your acting inspiration? Who do you look up to in the acting world? And if you could collaborate with at least two actors, who would be your top two choices?
Oh, that's a hard one because I don't know if I can sum it up just till two, only from the simple fact that I come, so what my funny, I would have to say, comes from is not how a lot of people think. I didn't come up in the era where Richard Pryor and Red Fox and Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy, when they was doing comedy. I came up in the era where, um, Will Smith just hit the scene with Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Martin in '92, and then you had Jamie Foxx in '96 because I was born in the '90s. So those three are my where I get my funny from. Just remember watching them just be unapologetically just funny. You know what I mean? Wasn't scared of just like a woman, just to get a great laugh out of people. Wasn't worried about like what people would think. I just always looked at all three of them and just was like, wow, like I would love to work with any of them or all three on one thing. Like it doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. So you got the comedy bug. And has mom seen some of your work? Because I'm pretty sure she's proud of you, as we all are. Has she seen some of your work? Because I'm curious to know.
She have, on a lot of occasions, she's helped fund it. So, I mean, of course, she's seen it, and she's one of those overly proud moms. I guess sometimes it's a little embarrassing, but you know, what can you do? It's your parent. So, yeah.
I interviewed Guri Sheffield on the show. What was that? Tuesday, on the
Mhm.
6th.
Mhm.
And his mom, he spoke a little bit about how his mom was proud of him as well too, doing the commercials, the
Mhm.
acting, and everything. And it's nothing like a mother's love. A mother's support is unconditional. So it's
Yeah,
amazing,
that's
that
true.
you have her support for you following your dreams with acting and
Mhm.
everything. Oh, we got a question for you. Oh, okay. We got a question from my fraternal Ali Yankee. He wants to know, do you feel pressured about not doing certain roles because you are from Atlanta?
No, I'm definitely somebody who's not scared to do anything really. Um, like anything. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna do anything like crazy, but what's crazy really when it's your dream? So, of course, I have where I know my line where I won't go too far, but if I'm honest, there's really nothing I won't do. Honestly, it's just not out of the way, you know.
Yeah, because mama be like, she watching TV and she sees something, she's like, so
I mean,
yes, oh my goodness.
I'm not scared to do like sex scenes or anything like that. Those just will be projects I won't show her. But other than that, like, I'm not scared to do nothing like that at all.
Yes, and it kind of took me back to a funny story when you said that, about doing sex scenes and
Yeah.
things. Where Lil Kim was first, the rapper Lil Kim, she was on the
Mm-hmm.
scene, and her mom was listening to her album, her first
Right.
debut album. Her mom says, "I just wish I would have taken you to church more." So,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, yes, when they said on parent, it's just like, oh my God, I didn't even know. Oh Jesus, so
Right.
it shocked them and kept them off guard. But hey, and they're supporting it as long as you're happy and as long as this is your career,
Right.
your dream, your passion, because their goal for you, they want to see their babies happy.
Absolutely.
So it's uncomfortable to see their child in that predicament, but at the same time, this is their child following their dream and their desire. So that's how I look at it.
Pretty much.
Absolutely. So let's get to the main icing on the cake, which is following the wrong rainbow. That's how I and the world got introduced to you, because you've done so many projects throughout your career, and you've
Right.
done Alex also as well too. So out of all of your projects,
Mm-hmm.
which one holds a very special place to your heart?
Oh.
And which
Um.
character could you relate to the most?
Hmm. Okay. So to answer the first one, it will have to be Alex. Following the wrong rainbow. Um. Only because that was one of my friend's productions, and she
Fambro.
knew I really wanted to get into it. We had been writing on her web series, and then she just came to me without even having to audition, and she was like, "I have a role for you." And so I was very appreciative, and that was my first like talking and speaking role. So you know, to have that and to really take it seriously and to take me seriously, I would have to say that would be one of my favorites. The one that I relate to the most, I would have to say Chester, just because he was all over the place, and sometimes I'm all over the place, and I'm goofy and I'm silly. So I would have to say it would be have to be Chester.
All right. Thank you, Vigorose. Thank you, my love. Ladies and gentlemen, Vigorose Music was an amazing artist. You guys can catch him Sunday on TSFDWL at 8 p.m. So make sure you guys head on over and subscribe to Kevon Burns. And he's also in the Atlanta area. So Dante, definitely link up, reach out, because Vigorose has done some acting. We worked on
Oh,
a
cool.
project together called The Assistant.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
a horror film. So that was an amazing opportunity, and I really, really enjoyed it. We did it back in 2021. So definitely, now I'm all about networking.
Nice.
So okay, 2023, because I've been questioning people, asking them all throughout the week, even, and I'm gonna ask some of my friends and family as well too. I created my vision board, and I already know what I want to lay out, laying out the groundwork for what I want to go into for the new year. What are
Mhm.
some things that you wish to accomplish and go forth with into 2023?
I want to be able to. I want at least one of my goals is like I'm okay with being patient. Um, Sometimes it's frustrating when you really want something and you kind of have to keep waiting for it and keep seeing more of the downfalls to it to um, instead of like the ups, I guess you would say. So I would definitely want more of my income to be more from acting than working. That is something I definitely, aspire to do. I
Yeah.
have a few things that I do want to work on. I do want to get into, not per se as modeling, but I do want to do that. Like I do want to just, you know, put great content out. Um, I've been talked into it. Of course, I've had a coworker who's into it that works at my store. I work at Walgreens, by the way, but she works at my store and she's into it and she's amazing. So upon our conversations, I have been talking to it. I have talked to it about with a couple of my friends and things like that, and everybody's like, "Yeah, go for it." So that's something I definitely want to do. Like, I definitely want to get a great photographer and like just build a bond, somebody that understands my creativity and where I'm trying to go. Um, what else? I want to travel a little more. Um, and I want to get to a place where I don't care about work as much. Like that is like one of my toxic traits when it comes to my acting career. I tend to put my stability in front of my dreams, and it's something that is hard to break out of for the simple fact that
Yeah.
I kind of was raised that way. Um, Stability is more important than following something that's not guaranteed, even though you feel like it's guaranteed and you have the mindset where you like, this is what I want to do. Um, but you still have to make sure you're good at the end of the day. But I do want to learn not to depend on it so much and just put myself out there and see what happens.
Absolutely, 100%. And you said modeling. So
Yeah.
the fashion industry has become so diverse. So I definitely could see you doing that 100%.
That's what
I'm looking
everybody
forward to it.
say. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I mean, it wouldn't be something that I would put myself out there like submitting to agencies or anything. I
Yeah.
mean, come on now, GQ, call me. Let me take the job. But it's not something that I plan. I just want to do it as like content because I just feel like it's something that I'll be great creatively towards. So I definitely would love to do that, and that is definitely one of my goals going into next year. Stop being scared and just really go for stuff.
Go for the gusto.
Yeah,
Do it. Jump and leap. And speaking
absolutely.
of doing things, you've also done some television. One of my favorite television shows you've done Fatal Attraction on TV1,
Yeah,
and you've done ID Murder Mystery as well too.
yeah.
What was it like getting the call back to be a part of this franchise? Because I've interviewed quite a few actors from that platform. I don't know if you know Barry Williams. Barry Williams was
Mm-hmm.
on Fatal Attraction, and so many others. So what was it like getting the call back to play two of the characters on the show, Sean Berry and Chad Cunningham?
It was surprising. I never get used to like booking stuff. Like it still be like really me out of everybody that's submitted, but um, I'm learning that I deserve things too. Um, but like I always be surprised once I see the email. Like I'm like, what, me? Out of everybody, me? Okay. But like the Sean Berry one was like definitely not something I expected. I still remember seeing the email. I remember actually taking the pictures to submit for them. At the time, I worked at CBS on Camera Road. If anybody's like familiar with Atlanta or you know cities in Atlanta, I remember I had somebody, one of my coworkers take the pictures for me that they requested. And I remember like just getting the email like, oh, we would like to book you for it. And it just, because the pictures was horrible. Like I didn't put my phone. They weren't like professional or anything like that. So I just was surprised that that's what they were looking for. So because it's my first TV role, so it's like, oh crap, I'm gonna be on TV. Like this is crazy.
Real
So
time.
yeah, so like it's like Whoa. So, it was definitely humbling and definitely something I was definitely grateful for. So I just be wanting more of those like emails, of course.
I'm gonna pin Ray's comment. Ray just gave us a word for the day, and that is basically just go for it. If you have a passion or a dream that you wishing to follow and open up to do, just go for it. So
Right.
definitely. Okay. Now, fatal attraction. Have you ever had an experience where it's just like, okay, I need to, okay, I'm no longer the character. I'm no longer Sean or Chad.
Mm.
I'm Dante. I'm Dante now. Have you ever had an experience like that where you, because the show, it's like a crime show,
Mhm.
and there are moments where it gets very, very gruesome.
Yeah.
So, are there any moments where you just like, okay, breathe. I'm no longer the character. I'm Dante.
No, honestly, I love like one of my biggest things about why I became an actor. I love like being other people. Um, in the beginning, one of the biggest reasons why I became an actor was because at the time I didn't really like myself or my life. So it was like this was like a great thing for me. Like I feel like this would be like a great thing for me because like I get to be somebody else for a second. I don't have to worry about what I got going on and what I'm battling, what I'm going through. Like I get to be someone else. I get to have their problems on my shoulders. I get to have their fears on my shoulders. Like it was just something different. And playing someone else sometimes is like the best thing ever. Like if you're like an actor, you'll understand what I'm saying when I say that because like it's fun. Like you get to bring what you want to bring to the character at the same time, but I think it's just fun just to be someone else for a while. Like sometimes like being yourself is boring. So it's like, oh good, I get to be this person, while we're filming like a week or 3 days or whatever. Like I'm not Dante for the next so and so time until we wrap. So for me it was always like fun. I'd be one to stay in character honestly. But I know when it's time to go, it's time to go. But
Yeah.
I enjoy it, honestly.
And you get back to yourself. A lot of people, when actors get into characters, sometimes in the real world where people go out, people will be like they'll think you're the character, and it's like no, 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 no. I'm Dante. I'm no longer the character.
Right,
So
right.
that was just a person that I played. So
Mm-hmm.
people, you do the role so good where people get so tied up into getting you and the
Right.
character. Makes them just like no, that was just someone that I played on television.
Yeah.
I'm not the character. My personality is different, and I would never do anything like the character.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
one of your friends, G Nilly, YRG, says, yeah, it was weird watching you pass on TV. Has friends and family seen the show, and what were their responses to it?
Like everybody just said I was good. They love to be able to see me on TV. My nephew thought I died for real, but it was just fun. Like, and I like the back, the support. Everybody just thought I did a great job. So it feels really good, to have that support because I know a lot of people aren't afford that opportunity. Sometimes
Yeah,
it gets lonely when you're trying to do this and you don't really have the support you need. So to have the support that I do have, it has been great. Like it makes it easier to do, even through in the bad times. So I really enjoy it, and I'm really thankful that they think I'm doing something great because I do question it sometimes.
well, you got it, baby. You got all the support behind you 100%. And I was just telling my previous guest Ryan that you kind of came in the interview, and I was
Hmm.
telling him having and when I asked him what was his rapid five holiday things, he said family, and I added on and I said family is one of the most key important things to have in this business because as you get in this business, like you said, it can become so lonely. You feel alienated, and it's just like, wow, where's my support system? So having that solid support circle
Right.
around you 100% is every 100%.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, fashion dolls. Hey, K Tooks. Shout outs to my brother K Tooks. We did the Christmas music panel yesterday. It was myself, Jay Evans, and K Tooks. Make sure you guys please go and subscribe to their channels. We had an awesome time dishing on some of the most iconic classic Christmas albums, and that is up.
Nice.
So make sure you guys go and check it out. We had a good time yesterday.
Oh, I
So,
would
and he
definitely.
says,
Yeah.
"Hello, Dante."
How you doing?
Definitely, definitely, and that's someone you would want to interview with also as well too. So check him out, Dante. I love
Oh,
my
most
brother King
definitely.
Cooks and my brother Jay Evans and my fraternal Island Yankee and my girl Ray and my girl Felicia. All yeah, it's like all of my family and friends. They watch the platform, and it's just amazing to have an outpouring of love and
Right.
support behind everybody.
It is.
Okay, let's have some fun because I told you we were going to have some fun throughout this interview while everybody's
Okay.
getting their questions ready because I'm pretty sure the dolls have some questions in the audience. All right, so we're
Okay.
going to do holiday this or that second. And then the first one we're going to do is called holiday rapid fire. What are 5 things that Dante can't live without for the Christmas holidays?
Um, music, of course. Like I have my favorite Christmas music. Um, I don't know. Money. You need money to get through the holidays.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
um, back in the day, family time. Um, because back in the day, we all linked up every holiday. Now it's kind of like we kind of just see each other when we see each other, so it's a little
Yeah,
strenuous now. Um, but I did love back in the day family. I always, can expect us to, gather over grandma's house and we just all have a good time. What else? Let's see. That was 3, right? Um,
yeah.
that's all I got. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know 5. I don't know 5. Maybe you say yours, then that'll give me an idea. Maybe I can come up with 2 more.
Okay, I'll do that. All right, so 5 things I can't live without for the family for the holidays are family, um, family time. I love family time, spending time with family. The gifts. I love opening gifts, the suspense of finding out what a person got you. Um, Number 4, I would have to say the food. Being with family, cooking food for the Christmas holidays is amazing. Um, Number 5, I would have to say, mm, what is one final thing that I would say for the Christmas holidays that I can't live with? Christmas movies, of course. I love watching a Christmas movie. I love watching a good Christmas movie. Or
Oh,
I could have
okay.
said Christmas music. So yeah, Christmas movies. And I know Christmas Story is one of my personal favorite Christmas movies. So that's one thing I can't live without. And those are my top 5.
Okay, my last 2, because you did give me 2 that I can't live without of. Food and presents, because I love getting things. So.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have some more fun in the next one because the audience kind of got into a blunder for these some of these choices, and I did this with my other guest Ryan. Okay, so we're gonna do holiday this or that, and you
Okay.
guys in the audience, you get to keep one thing, and if you could get rid of one, you got to choose another one. What you gonna get rid of? All right. Okay. So unwanted novelty gifts or excessive ornaments. If you could choose one to get rid of, which one would it be? An unwanted novelty gift can be like, okay, someone gave me this gift. Like it can be an ugly lamp. Like, I mean, the lamp just all sorts of colors and everything. And you're
Hmm.
just like, I would dare put this in my house, but
Right.
someone gave it to me as a gift. So which one would you get rid of? Unwanted novelty gifts or excessive ornaments?
Ornament.
Yes, because they break easily and everything. Well, the lamp or whatever novelty item you have will break easily too if you're not taking care of it. So
Oh,
yeah, that
I
would
can
be
sell
good.
it. So
Mhm.
the novelty gifts are more beneficial than the ornaments anyway. So I can always sell the novelty gift to somebody.
All right, keep or toss this one right here. Okay, broken tree lights or old Christmas cards.
Am I picking which one I would keep or toss?
Yeah, which one would you keep?
I'll keep the Christmas cards because those are sentimental. And I'll toss the old Christmas lights.
Yes, because I was just telling Ryan that. I said, well, you're gonna have some lights on the line that's gonna work, and then you
Yeah.
have some that's gonna be out and broken. So it doesn't
Right.
make sense to keep them. Like some
Right.
people will keep them, and I'm just like, throw them away, get rid of them, and buy yourself a new set of lights, and just
Yeah.
be careful. Okay,
Right.
all right. Gift card or buying a gift for someone, which do you prefer?
Well, that can go both ways. Um, Only because I only say both because I don't mind buying somebody a gift, but I would have to actually know that person. Like if you don't really know that person cannot like it. And I'm somebody I
Right.
one of my biggest pet peeves is somebody that's ungrateful. So if I buy you something you act like you're ungrateful about it, that's gonna really piss me off. So I can buy you a gift, but I have to really, really know you so I'll know if you'll like it. But if I don't know you as well, or if I don't know like your likes and dislikes as much, I'll definitely give you a gift card. That way you can buy it and you'll know what you want. You know what I'm saying? So that's for me.
Yeah, and everybody has their choices. Some people just like, no, a gift card is just like this. It's just like, okay, like a rough gift. And I'm just like, no, but some people literally want gift cards. Like I know somebody, I love to shop for perfumes and stuff. I'm a Bath and Body Works girl.
Right.
And I know if somebody gave me a gift card for Bath and Body Works, I would not complain. I would load that sucker up myself and I would go in there and go crazy and get every perfume, body lotion, body scrub, everything
Yeah,
crazy. So that's
I
just a
hear
little
you.
gift idea. But yes, okay, this one we got into a little blunder. Some
Okay.
people like real trees or fake trees. Which do you prefer?
Fake trees. They're less messier.
Yes, and the pine needles with real trees, with you can't take it. Well, you kind of can take a real tree down, but there'll be pine needles everywhere, and you got to worry about sweeping them and vacuuming them off the floor. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh my god. Whereas if a real tree,
Yeah, I
you
don't
can
want
just
my
break
house
that.
smelling like that
Yeah,
until I take
yeah,
the tree out. So, you
like a fresh new tree scent. And some
yeah.
people really don't like that scent.
Mm-mm.
But I prefer a fake tree also,
Yeah.
where it's just like year round. I can go
Take it
ahead and
off
put it
and
back
keep
on
it
the
moving.
stove.
Yeah.
And whereas a real tree, it's just like, oh my God, these pine needles are everywhere. The tree done wilted,
Right.
pine needles all over in the box. It's like, what am I going to do?
It's
So I
horrible.
have to go get another tree cut down. So
Right.
yeah, I prefer that. Okay, Christmas holiday desserts category. Okay, and I asked my previous guest this one. He
Mm-hmm.
chose fruit. Okay, ginger snaps or fruitcake.
As the one I want or keep or toss.
Which one was yeah? Keep or toss? Which one would you keep?
Ginger snaps I'll keep, and the fruitcake I'll toss.
I, I figured it because the audience even said that in some of the shows, in some of the comments, they were saying that
Right.
they would toss the fruitcake, where some people like it. I know personally for me, I would like a ginger snap or two. That's what I
Yeah.
would like. Okay, flying home to visit your family or having family come to visit you for the Christmas holidays.
Well, see, I don't really have to do that because I'm fortunate all my family stays in Atlanta. So I don't really have, well, all my immediate family that I'm used to seeing, all of us stay in Decatur and surrounding areas. So we never have to fly out to see anybody. So that's one thing we never had to do.
Okay, okay. All right, fashion dolls, and that concludes our holiday this or that. You've heard Dante's choices, and I know some of you would agree with these as well too. Some things you would want to keep, some things you would want to get rid of. Like it's just building up access, especially like the novelty gifts, like a lamp
Right.
or something somebody gives you that you know you're not going to use. It's just going to collect. It's just going to be a waste of space, and it's just like I have to clear out and detox and get rid of these things. So
Right.
definitely. All right, fashion dolls. Do we have any questions for Dante or myself? My last two questions are: what is something that you want to take with you into the new year of 2023? What is something that you're manifesting or wishing or imagining would happen for the new year?
That I'm more active in my career, I would say. I'm active, but I would like to be more active. Like I have acting friends who are like soaring right now in their career, and I would love to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep like little part-time jobs that they don't get attached to just to keep money coming in. But I would love to be able to do that, staying busy with TV shows and movies that I'm seeing them do. I'm happy for them, and I trust my timing or whatever. But that is just something I definitely would like to do, like go more into my career. I do want at least 20 to 30% of my income next year to be more coming from my acting than work, if that makes sense.
Got you. And it's coming, love. It is definitely coming. You're an amazing actor, and that's why
Thank
I
you. I
booked you to
appreciate
come
it.
on this talk show and this platform. And I told you we were going to have a good time.
Yes.
When we first met, he was so excited about coming on the show and doing the platform. My last question for you is, what is something that you would tell your younger self if you could go back in time and tell the younger Dante something about becoming an actor? What would you tell him?
Hmm. Trust yourself more and kind of believe
Yes.
in yourself more. Um, I I now within the last year or two, maybe three, coming into my own and believing in my craft and believing in myself. I would say a lot of my validation came from like other people saying, "Oh, you were good in that scene," for me to feel like, okay, I was good. Like I wouldn't see it for myself. Like I like to see it through someone else's comments or them giving me, my props and things like that. I wouldn't never see it for myself. I would only see it if someone else said I was good or someone else comment on my performance. So I would definitely say like just trust in your craft, trust in your training more, believe in that you know what you're doing, and I will also say take more risks. Only because like I told you, like I have this thing where I depend way too much on stability instead of following my dreams more. Only because that's kind of like how I was raised, to make sure you have your stability, and things that
Yeah.
are not guaranteed, you trying to do those outside of what you know is going to give you stability. I would like to take chances more, and that would pretty much it. Like I wish I took chances more, a little bit more, in my career. I feel like I probably would have soared a little sooner had I took chances.
And it goes back to what Ray just said, and I pinned it. Just go for it, leap, and
Right,
you kind of sound like me because that's something that I want to put on my I put on my vision board, and it was dare to be more, dare to be you, and more importantly, dare take a risk. You never know if you take that risk where it can lead your career. With certain
right,
things like taking a certain role or a certain acting opportunity. Someone asks you, for television. You never know where that road could lead. You never know. So
right.
stay grounded. Keep doing what you're doing. You're an amazing, awesome actor, and I'm
Thank you. I
glad that I
appreciate
got the
it.
time to speak with you on my
Likewise,
talk
likewise. This is
platform.
really fun. I appreciate it.
I told you we was gonna have a good time. I told
Yeah.
you. Oh my goodness, you are so welcome. So let everyone know where they can follow you, where they can check out your projects, and you guys can go and check out Fatal Attraction on TV One. Binge watch the show; it is amazing. If you like crime shows, mystery shows, and romance, suspense, all of that, then you will love Fatal Attraction on TV One. You can check Dante on there as well as a few others. Shout outs to Barry Williams also as well. So let everyone know where they can follow you and check you out.
My you can follow my Facebook, which is Dante Fambro. You can follow my Instagram, which is Dante the actor dot underscore. Um, my Fatal Attraction episode is season 7, episode 26. If you want to go directly to that episode, I am the Sean Berry episode. If you want to look it up that way, um, website is coming soon where I'll be able to keep things more like quicker for you guys,
Yeah.
like a link tree. I am working towards building my social up a little bit more. It's still kind of like personable. It's not like business savvy yet. So that is something I'm definitely going to start working on as well. Other than that, that's all we're. I mean, I have a Twitter, but I'm not really on there like that. So, but mainly you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm always talking about my career on both of those and whatever I have going on.
Absolutely. And I want to give a shout out to my girl Alexandra. She also just recently did a episode of Fatal Attraction. So shout outs to my girl.
Congratulations.
Yes, 100%. So it was great having you here, my love,
As
and I
well.
definitely would love to
Likewise.
have you back on again in the future. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Dante Fambro, and make sure you guys go
Thanks
and
for
check out
watching.
season 7 of Fatal Attraction. Oh, your aunt says, love you, nephew.
I love you too.
All right. Love you guys, Fashion Dolls, and we will see you again tomorrow with James and, and Michael. They will be here tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in for that. And Ray says, build up your Twitter presence. It's very underrated. For acting, absolutely.
Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely.
that's something I'm definitely going to start working on. Yeah, I'm going to start working on my social presence a little bit more. I just really just post whatever I have going on,
It's a
but I don't never have no
family.
links.
I know.
Yeah, you never have
I know.
no links and stuff like that. So that is definitely something I'm working on. Try to have done at least no later than early February.
And Ray, thank you for the word of the day, which is just go for it. If you have a passion, a dream, or whatever it is that you're chasing, just go for it. Leap. So the word of the week is iconic, and this has definitely been an iconic week. So just go for it. Leap and follow your heart's desire. Shout outs to my girl Ray. Shout outs to everybody, my fraternal Island Yankee, all of you, the fashion dolls, you all are amazing. Shout outs to Vigorous, Island Yankee, K2, Jay Evans, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in this week. Thank you so much, Fashion Dolls, and talk to you soon. It
Talk
was
to you
great talking
soon.
to you.
Thank you for
Take
having
care.
me.
You too.